Hey guys, it's me Seren, back with another car video. So let me start by saying I got a new phone. A lot of you guys know I got a new phone. I have a Plus, a 8 Plus now, and it's way too big and it's definitely way too heavy for my car mount. My car mount is doing a lot of jostling and shaking because it's drooping. It's too heavy. I need a new one. So forgive me if there's like a lot of shaking around. There's nothing I can do about it. I've tried tightening it up. I thought that was a problem, but I think my new phone is just too heavy, so I'll probably need a new one. So forgive me. This is gonna be sort of a part 2 follow-up to my previous PSA, but this is probably gonna be more like a rant because I'm fucking pissed off now. You know, my first video was real cute. It was just the facts. These are the facts for you guys, which I'm probably gonna do a follow-up Megan Thee Stallion video with some more facts for you niggas, because facts are just apparently out the window. I don't know if it's like the internet, social media, but like people do not deal in facts. Like y'all really deal in opinions, and I'm gonna need people to just like get some facts, not opinions, not hypotheticals, not made up shit that you saw on Twitter. Real facts, numbers, solid data, and solid implementations that we're being advised to do by the CDC and the World Health, with the Center for Disease Control, for anybody that doesn't know what that means, and the World Health Organization, because I just feel like motherfuckers are really disregarding the facts, and it's becoming extremely disruptive to the lives of marginalized groups, up to, including, and especially Black Americans. And that's when I gotta get in that ass, when I feel like this shit is starting to adversely, you know, for no reason, affect people. So I'm gonna repeat my previous PSA. Keep calm and wash your motherfucking hands, okay? I feel like the CDC has a big ass sign all over the internet that's like, wash your hands, use hand sanitizer, disinfect your surfaces, clean your homes, clean your cell phones that harbor germs, don't touch anything, don't touch anyone, practice social distancing, don't shake hands with anybody, right? If you're fucking riding public transit, disinfect your hands. We're gonna take this a step further into Black American cultural norms. You better take off them outside clothes, them play clothes when you get in the house, and put on your house clothes. Wash your hands as soon as you get home. Wash your hands as soon as you get to work. I've been doing this every day for years and years and years and years, because you guys know that I worked with children previously. I was a teacher, you know, and kids are gross. So I got in the habit of, as soon as I get to work, I wash my hands. I wash my hands several times a day. As soon as I get home, I wash my hands. I wash my face. Sometimes I take a motherfucking shower as soon as I get home. I always take a shower at night before I get in my bed. And sometimes I take a motherfucking shower in the morning too. Two a day showers, okay? I always take off my outside clothes and I put on my clean clothes. Like, we're talking about hygiene. We're talking about simple hygiene. COVID-19 lives on surfaces, okay? That's the primary way that it's being spread, is through surfaces, through surface contact, and also through, I can't think of the word right now, there's a specific word for it, but like when you cough and you don't cover your mouth, spray, it's like spray. That's like the primary way that it's being spread around right now. Washing your hands, disinfecting your surfaces, and covering your mouth when you cough is gonna go a long way towards halting the spread of COVID-19. But what are motherfuckers doing? They still don't believe they have to wash their hands. They're like, I think the CDC's lying. I want a hazmat suit, and I want to be quarantined, and I want everything to shut down. Hide your kids, hide your wives, because I don't believe that all I have to do is wash my hands. So motherfuckers is going 5,000 people at Target, touching all over shit with their dirty little hands that they didn't fucking wash. You do realize that's only gonna spread it more, right? You realize this, right? Everybody watching Contagion, but nobody learned a lesson. Which, number one, the tagline of the movie is fear is the disease. People are getting so fearful, they're getting into this hysteria, they're getting into this panic. It's only gonna make it worse. What is the point of shutting down work and school if you're then gonna go to Target every day of the week around 5,000 other niggas coughing all in their faces, coughing all over the shit in Target, touching all over it? Let's use our brains without washing our hands. Every Target has a bathroom. If you're going in a Target, you should wash your hands as soon as you get there. Every Target provides fucking antibacterial wipes, and they've always done this so that you can wipe the cart down. I have always, as soon as I go in a Target, the first thing I do is go to the bathroom and wash my hands. Get the antibacterial wipes, wipe the cart down. I was just in Target. I literally stood there watching not one person that came in went to the bathroom and washed their hands, and only a handful of people used the motherfucking antibacterial wipes before they even started pushing the carts. But they in there touching everything. What, they touching the toilet paper? Oh, it's so frustrating. Like, it's so frustrating. Like, niggas is so scared. They're so hysterical. They're pushing for a lockdown and a quarantine, which, let's talk about that, because lockdowns and quarantines are gonna totally kick us into another economic recession, if not an economic depression. You guys aren't even thinking about the way that this is gonna adversely affect marginalized groups like Black Americans that are already in a hole, right? People cannot afford to miss work. People cannot afford to miss school. There's people out there, kids, that their only support that they're getting, their only meals that they're getting, breakfast and lunch and snacks and stuff like that, is the food that they have at school. We do live in the United States that unfortunately does not have the infrastructural support of things like universal health care, a universal basic income, so that even if you don't go to work, you still get something, you still get a check in the mail, universal child care, so that if they close the schools down, people actually have somewhere for their kids to go. We don't have that type of social support, you know, those safety nets. We don't have that type of infrastructure in this country. So people are pushing for things that's going to put marginalized groups, lower income groups, poor groups deeper into the hole than they were in before this shit started. You're going to push people that would not even have been adversely affected by COVID-19, because by and large, 80% of the people that are going to get it are going to have mild to moderate flu symptoms, and they're just going to recover with bed rest and fluids at home. You're going to push the vast majority of people into a financial and medical hole. How are people going to pay for these medical treatments to be going to the doctor? How are people going to pay their bills and their rent at the end of the month when they haven't been able to go to work for 2 to 3 weeks? And you know these motherfucking landlords are not going to be like, oh, well, you don't have to pay your rent. You know that half these employers are going to be like, no PTO, no sick time. Like, we live in a capitalist free market fucking country that y'all love, because when we have, I hate talking politics, I know I hate talking politics, but when we have presidential candidates that say things like, well, I want to introduce the universal basic income, I want to introduce universal health care, I want to introduce universal child care, everybody says, no, they don't want that. They don't want that. But y'all are pushing for a lockdown and a quarantine that's going to put people in a deeper hole than the hole they're even in now. For everybody that left a comment, because so many of you guys have comments on my last video saying, I'm not scared of getting sick. I'm getting scared of being told I can't go to school. I'm getting scared of being told I can't go to work because I don't know what I'm going to do if I can't go to work. I don't know what I'm going to do if my kid can't go to school. I don't know what I'm going to do. So many people left comments saying that's what you guys were afraid of. You were afraid because you don't have the infrastructural support for the shit that Becky is pushing for, because that bitch got all the sick time, all the PTO, all the money saved up in the world. The people that don't have that, they do not have the infrastructural support from our country for the shit that y'all are fucking pushing for. People talking about they about to close schools and work for 2 months. We don't have the infrastructural support for that type of thing in this country. And the Center for fucking Disease Control says that all you niggas have to do is wash your fucking hands. And you don't want to wash your hands. You want to go to Target and cough all over everybody. I'm having an issue now. I'm having an issue. I also hugely blame the media. The media has been so irresponsible with their coverage of this. The coverage from day one should have been calm and rational. There's a new strain of the coronavirus family. It's very similar to a super flu. We don't have a vaccine yet, so it's going to hit marginalized groups like the elderly and the sick, the autoimmune compromised very hard. So let's all please take the necessary steps to wash our hands, use hand sanitizer, cover our mouths, disinfect our surfaces, keep our homes and our bodies clean, make sure that we're taking vitamins, getting a lot of rest, drinking our fluids to keep our immune system boosted so that we can fight it off without having to go to the hospital or to intensive care because we anticipate that our healthcare system might be overwhelmed. Let's all do our part. If we feel sick, if we're coughing, something like that, let's try and maybe stay home for a couple of days, maybe keep your kids home for a couple of days to try and, maybe get it under control at the beginning. Let's all go about it calmly and rationally, doing our part. No. Nigga said, oh my God, new cases of coronavirus daily. Who's gonna be next to get it? Are you gonna be next to get it? Hide your kids, hide your wives. Coronavirus is coming! And now you motherfuckers is freaking the fuck out. And this is gonna have huge consequences on an infrastructural level for poor people, for black people, for children. So we're gonna have to deal with this shit because you bitches couldn't just wash your hands and keep calm. And you're still freaking out. Why do you not want to go to work and you don't want to go to school, but you've been to Target 30 times this week, mingling with people, fucking touching everything, buying 36,000 rolls of toilet paper? You know you can't eat toilet paper, right? You're supposed to be buying non-perishables and not hoarding supplies. Capitalism again at motherfucking work. People hoarding supplies. People reselling shit for astronomical prices on Amazon. What about all the small business owners that's not Amazon that's going to be wiped out by this shit because people are not going to be leaving their homes? What about the small business owners, the women business owners, the black business owners that's not going to be able to recover? What about the poor people that's not going to be able to pay their rent, that's going to end up on the streets? Because you couldn't wash your hands and cover your mouth when you coughed. Instead, you fucking let yourself get gassed up by the media. You let yourself get gassed up by Twitter. Y'all starting fucking petitions to close school and close work. We're so fucking sick of you ignorant ass motherfuckers. You don't even deserve Al Gore's internet. Also, I don't want to hear nothing about the House and the Senate are in talks trying to pass this COVID-19 bill that's going to provide people with financial assistance. Democrats and Republicans can't even agree on nothing, number one. And even if we have a fucking frightening orange for a president, number two. And even if they do manage to get that bill fucking pushed through, it's probably going to be a long, ridiculous process to apply for it. Even to apply for unemployment as it is right now is a long, ridiculous process, and it can take up to 30 days for you to even get funds. So how is that something feasible and plausible for people that are going to be in a hole now, today, tomorrow, next week, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, next month? It's not. Y'all talk all this theory, all this rhetoric. Y'all don't know anything about what's really how this is gonna affect people on a ground level. Not on a Twitter level, not on a social media level, not on an internet level. When all we have to do is wash our hands and keep clean. I don't understand.